how come it was decided that Kerry was introduced in Act 3, not Act 2? The thing with Kerry Eurodyne is that because of a unique, I would say, relationship he had with Johnny and how important of a character he is, we need to make sure that you as a player, you have built a relationship with Johnny in I would say proper way, because like we have experimented, you know, in like different ways when the whole storyline of Kerry Eurodyne could start. And you know, for us in Red at least, it's very, very important that the storyline, you know, makes sense, and all those I would say things that you can do as a player and the characters that you can meet and so on, we are doing them justice. And it didn't feel right, you know, to have carried this early, because as a player you didn't know enough about Samurai, you didn't know enough about Johnny Silverhand, and because Kerry is a special person, has a special connection to Johnny, because of that, if as a player I didn't have enough time and screen time really to build my connection with Johnny Silverhand, it felt bad, you know, it didn't like touch you right. And for the players who really wanted to go you know, into like, let's say, romance storyline with Kerry, for the players that really wanted to explore, you know, this character and who really liked Kerry, it felt bad, you know, it felt that that was a wrong decision to go. So in a way we end up with a situation where we were like, okay, either we'll agree to just like have this character have, I would say, to cause a situation when less players can find this character, so he will basically later in the game, or we will basically have this proper moment, you know, for Kerry Eurodyne to shine, and that was basically our intention. You know, we opted for the latter, and I think it was a better solution. You know, because like I don't think like I think you have liked, because your nickname is V Kerry Eurodyne, I believe, or V Kerry. Like, you wouldn't like Kerry Eurodyne so much if we wouldn't have prepared, you know, that certain scene or situation for you beforehand. You know, that was that's just the situation, you know. So that's an important, I would say, bit or a detail to remember about. You know, I'll just get rid of lots of those guns. So yeah, that's the answer. Sometimes as a designer, you're actually in a situation when you cannot really, I would say, afford all the. And by afford, I mean like allow, you know, I don't mean like on budgeting or like timely manner. I mean just to allow, you know, sometimes you just cannot really allow, you know, certain solution because simply, you know, player would be in a disadvantage, or, you know, player wouldn't, or like in certain situations or certain playthrough, just this certain character would work worse, you know, and that's basically what we, why we ended up putting Kerry pretty late, you know. But I think it was, I think it was a right call. I think it was a right call to make. The song that Kerry sings in the boat is beautiful. Do you know anything more about it? Huh. I'm glad you like it. So the song was composed by Piotr Adamczyk. Piotr Adamczyk is one of our composers. You, of course, know Piotr probably pretty well. Piotr has a Twitter has a Twitter account where he's actually often. Okay, that sounds right. I don't know why my sound got muffled before. So Piotr has a Twitter account where he actually from time to time posts things about his work and so on. Why I'm telling you that? Because like some time ago, actually Piotr went into Twitter and tweeted a link to a expanded version of that song where Kerry is jamming. Because I remember like that was. That song actually came to be as a more like a spontaneous, I would say, jamming session that Piotr was doing. So it wasn't like specifically composed, I would say. It was just a jamming, you know, like Piotr was basically sitting down with a guitar and playing. And this is how that composition came to be, from what I know, right? And if you look at the Piotr Adamczyk's Twitter account, you'll see him like linking there a video of, I think, his friend playing like a complete or like bigger and extended version of that tune. So check it out. I think at some point but it was quite some time ago, a few months I think already. I have retweeted that as well, so you can also check my Twitter. If you of course didn't see that song there.